Hi, we're out at Sibley Hospital. This is where Alice McCarthy was born, September 21st, 1929. And this is my daughter, who is Alice McCarthy's granddaughter, Grace McCarthy. And I just wanted to clear up one thing. There's been a lot of speculation that Alice McCarthy may have precipitated the stock market crash of 1929, while her birth predated the stock market crash, Black Tuesday, in 1929. Most economists believe that there is no correlation, it was just a coincidence. So, happy birthday, Mama. You're off the hook. Happy birthday, Mama.
Happy birthday.
You gotta say that louder.
Happy birthday, Mama.
You gotta say it a little bit more louder.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Thank you. Here we are on Jackson Street, and this is the house my mom grew up in until she was 8. She was born and lived in that house until she was 8. There's some kind of school on the left-hand side. I'm not sure what that is. We're just swinging around with the neighbors across the way, and there's the house across the street. Now we're on Connecticut Avenue in Washington, D.C., in front of the Mayflower Hotel, and this is a pivotal moment in my mother's movie star stalking career. Her and a bunch of friends back in the 40s, they heard that Margaret O'Brien of Meet Me in St. Louis fame, the cute little girl, was going to be at the hotel, and she and her friends, my mother and her friends, snuck into the hotel and tried to get a glimpse of her, and they spent time going up and down the stairs and the elevators, eluding bodyguards and security, and trying to get a glimpse of her. I don't believe they ever did get a glimpse and see Margaret O'Brien, but this is where it actually happened. Happy birthday, my mom. Okay, we're in the lobby of the Mayflower Hotel. This is Roland Klein. He's our exchange student. And we're going to be, we're in the lobby of the hotel, as I mentioned before. My mother was a big movie star hound, and she, back in the 40s, tried to track down and see Margaret O'Brien and elude security in this hotel. And as you can see, it's a very nice hotel. And we just wanted to say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mama. One bit more louder. Happy birthday.
Still.
This is Chris and Grace, my daughter, Alice McCarthy's granddaughter, and we are on 10th and G Street in front of St. Patrick's Academy and Church and School. And what you'll see is on the back side here, the white building over here is where they had the school, and over here is the church, and over here we actually have the old Woodworth and Loafer building, which is also known as Woody's. And one of the things that my mother and her friends would do during school, at lunchtime, they would go through the chapel and go over to Woody's and smoke cigarettes. Now the nuns would see this and they would think, oh, they're going to the chapel during lunch, when in actuality they were just going over to Woody's to smoke cigarettes. Now down that way, just a block over, 11th and G Street, 11th and G Street, there was a People's drugstore where they had a cafeteria and sandwich shop, and apparently they had the best tuna sandwiches in D.C. according to my mother. Another thing that's of note down there is that in the basement of the People's Drugstore they had a cafeteria, and Sister Angels from St. Pat's would go down to the basement to flush out all the kids from St. Pat's that were down there and spending time there instead of at school. Happy birthday, Mum.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Have a capital birthday, Mum. Believe it or not, this building's older than you.
Still.
Happy birthday, Mum. Happy birthday, Mum.
You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're even older.
Happy birthday, Mum.
Older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're older still.
A toast to Mum-Mum's birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Mum-Mum. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mum-Mum. Okay, now blow out the candle.
Than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're even older, and now you're even older. You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're older still.
Happy birthday, Mum-Mum. Mwah.
Is marching on, and time is still marching on.
This day will soon be at an end, and now it's even sooner, and now it's even sooner.
Hi, we're here at the Kennedy Center in the Hall of State under the flag of Iowa, and over there is the flag of Virginia. And this is the place that I met Chris. His mother, Alice McCarthy, told him that he should volunteer. And they came to an open house here at the Kennedy Center, and he did sign up to volunteer in the education office. And he was volunteering there when I came to work as a receptionist. And he was the only volunteer there who was under 50 years old and a man. Fortunately for me, he was cute because I married him. Happy birthday, Mum.
You're older still.
Happy birthday, Mom. You're number one in our hearts. Yeah.
This is Lake Fairfax, Virginia, where I have many memories from growing up. My mom and father used to bring us here quite often. Had a pool over there, had the lake over here, and we would sometimes camp out in the camp area. This area that we're standing on right here is where the train used to go, which they don't have anymore. There's been some talk about bringing it back, but they don't have it anymore. This also is this is also where cars used to go, but they've dammed it up and made it sort of real nice. One thing I remember from our travels here is at one point, we had an issue with our car, as we had frequently, and we couldn't get home. And until my father was able to fix the car with a fork, and that's sort of one of the folkloric moments of our childhood. And we were able to go home, but not before we stopped at Thelma's on the way home. And that was a fond memory. Happy birthday, Mum.
You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're even older, and now you're even older. You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're older still.